Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the season finale, the final round of Ultimate Racing League's Manufacturers Trophy. It has been a long season with 19 races so far, 19 races out of 20, and only one person can win. Who is it going to be? Well, it's me, Dan. But let's see who is going to win this race tonight. We are here at Deep Forest Raceway in the Swiss Alps for this final race of the season in the Group 3 machines. We have a shortened grid on account for it being Valentine's Day and people having better things to do than race around. But here we are nonetheless with our reverse order grid from the previous race. So if you haven't seen the result of that race, shame on you. Go back and watch it. Go back and watch my commentary. How dare you not watch my videos? If you're just joining the season right now, you've missed 19 great races and I've commentated on them all. So, actually no, I think I didn't commentate on Le Mans. So take that back. But anyway, without further ado, let's introduce these people for the final time. Let's have a running round of applause for everyone. I want to hear clapping in the background. Cue the music for the final time before I get copyright strike. 3, 2, 1, copyright strike. Right, bringing up first place is Labillion in his BMW M6. He has had one of the most difficult cars to drive in that M4, but the M6 is a bit better, so let's wish him luck. He starts with a clear view of the track going down into turn 1. And you know what, let's do something a bit different this time. Let's go and have a look at the drivers themselves. So there he is. That is what he looks like, Labillion there, all dressed in white in his overalls, looking down into turn 1 across the bonnet of his car. Now we go back to Hoyland, who was our penultimate finisher in the last race. There he is, the Great Dane representing Denmark in his much more sensible looking Citroen GT. I preferred the silly liveries, to be honest. So I hope to see them again in future seasons. But thank you for taking part, and I hope you've enjoyed your first season. And let's wish you luck for the next one. I hope to see you there. Now we move back to Ninky in his Porsche 911, and a word of apology to everyone who drove a Porsche in the last race. That I had this theory that some people were using the new Porsche and being a bit naughty. It turns out that I don't know what a Porsche looks like because they all look the same. So I thought that this was the new Porsche, but it's not. I can't tell you how I know that. Apparently this is the old one. It just looks the same as the new one. Anyway, let's have a look at his overalls. Oh, he's come dressed as a monster. It's like a Halloween special. Ah, God, don't eat me. He's chomping at the bit there, isn't he? That is Ninky. Now on to Rufus. Let's look at his lip. Oh, Rufus has come dressed as a Peugeot driver. It's very handy if people are like, oh, Rufus, why are you driving so slow? Oh, I'm just a Peugeot driver, it's just a bit that I'm doing. But here he is. Actually, I never noticed that little flash of blue on his car either. That's interesting. Is that new? I don't know. But here he is anyway. Rufus, I'm noticing the blue on your car for the first time. It's been 19 races and I haven't noticed it. Rufus there starting in, I've already lost count, 1, 2, 3, starting in, we're going to call it 4th place, yeah. Then we have got Vane. Let's see what Vane's come dressed as. He's come dressed as a Porsche driver. Well, okay, he's driving a Toyota, but he thought, I'm going to dress up as a Porsche driver today. His very minimalistic livery working brilliantly to distract everyone. As he breaks into turn 1, they will be looking at their own reflection instead of the corner. So there he is, Vane in, I've already lost count, 6th place, whatever. Then we've got G. Smith in his Pepsi liveried F-Type. Yeah, actually, we should be calling him Smurf or Get Smurfed, because that's what he goes by in the chat. But I'm just going to keep calling him because he's got his game name set as Smith, hasn't he? But I'll switch. I'll call him Smurf. So there we go. Smurf in his F-Type. And then we've got Captain Tesco. Nah, it's Carlsberg, isn't it? Carlsberg, matching overalls, although sponsored by Monster. Maybe you should mix the Monster with the Carlsberg. We call that doing a billion. In his very chromatic... We've got a lot of chrome cars on the grid. Very shiny grid in League 2. And there he is in his Lexus, bringing up second to last. Which means that the shock of the century here is that our runaway winner from the last race was It's a Me Dan. I ain't going to keep saying it like that because it's a pain in the ass. And I think he's changed his livery a little bit here as well. I'm not really... didn't remember seeing his car looking quite like this. I quite like it. If it is new, then good job, mate. And if it isn't new, then sorry for not paying attention. Loving the rear wing. Look at that. I wonder if he's an artist. Wonder if Dan does art in real life. Who knows? He's a very nice livery, and I can see he's got matching overalls as well. Very professional outfit here. And of course Speedy Gonzalez on there as well, bringing him all of that extra lap time with Speedy, so he'll be starting in last place. I also like the Union Jacks, by the way. I've seen them right since the start. I tried to copy them on my car, but didn't quite work. So there he is, starting in last place. Let's do the tyre strategy talk. Strategy-wise, pit somewhere in the middle of the race. Basically, that's all there is to it. It's just you need to pit somewhere in the middle of the race. Try and minimise the number of laps on the hards. I think 6 laps on the hards, or no, 8 laps on the hards, because you can definitely do 10 laps on the fuel. So 8 laps on the hards is optimum. And in terms of who's starting on what, there's 2 guys starting on the mediums, and that is Ninky and Carlsberg. So let's keep an eye out for them, making their way through the pack. Let's hope everyone gets through the first sector in one piece, because this does happen to breed crashes here. For the final time, let's go over to our video director and cameraman Fritz, and let's get started. And here we go, we have got the starters. Klaxon Lebillion leads us down into turn 1. Nice wide camera angle here from Fritz. Hoyland having a look at the inside into turn 1. Is he going to have him on the brakes? Is he going to get him at the first opportunity? Through the hook we go. And yes, he's got him. Lebillion out a little bit wide. Ninky up into 3rd place as well. Great start there from Ninky. Let's go on board with Ninky, and he's just avoiding the back of Lebillion's car. Nice and smooth through here. Let's watch the pack behind. This is the place to be, actually. Let's use Ninky as the camera car. And Lebillion getting all out wide here, but this is really difficult to overtake through here. Oh, he gets a second slide though. And now Ninky out on the gravel, out on the rubber, what's the word, marbles, that's the word I'm looking for. And Rufus having a great start as well. Did I say that there was only 2 guys on? Oh, I've got it wrong. I think I said Ninky was on the mediums. It's Rufus on the mediums. Okay, well, here we go. Porsche on Porsche. And Rufus having a lot more speed than Ninky here. He can afford to go deeper on the brakes as well. Let's keep an eye at the car in the background as well. Does he get him? He does. Ninky with a bit of a wobble there. Lebillion going wide and losing lots of places as well. Hoyland leads us with Ninky with a penalty, actually, so I must have gone over the rumble strip. Carlsberg is battling against It's a Me Dan, and Dan right on the back bumper here. Let's go to a better camera. Is he going to have him down into turn 1? Let's see. Under braking into the hook he goes, and he goes deep but gets on the power nice and early. Now Carlsberg could hold it, but he just doesn't have the overlap. So Dan taking the place, and I saw that. You damaged our camera, Ninky. Not only are you not getting the deposit back on that car, you now owes a camera as well. He clearly hit the camera, but he didn't spin, he kept it going. Very well played. Rufus is some distance here behind Hoyland, so Hoyland can just be calm and gather his thoughts. Now let's try and get a bit of normality going. So Ninki holding off Dan, but not for long. Dan managing to get through. He's already been to 4th, and Carlsberg in his tow following him. That Lexus is mighty fast in a straight line. As we follow them through the tunnel here, they both get past Ninki when he takes that penalty. And Smith down there in last, actually, something must have happened to him. Ninki missing the hairpin again there, and I think that's going to be another penalty, because the judges are very draconian on that corner. Oh no, he's managed to avoid it. They've given him pity this time. We've got Carlsberg here though, keeping on the back of Dan. Meanwhile, Vane now getting a mirror full of Dan. Dan is on the hard, so is Vane. So it's driver versus driver, and Rufus has actually got past Hoyland. Let's go back and watch that. Oh, that is as close as you want to be to someone, and then he just gets him under braking. Tighter line. Oh, Hoyland into the back of him, but he just holds it on, and there we go. He takes the place. Mediums versus hards, though. Let's see what's happening further down the pack. So we've got a recovering Ninki. Carlsberg here is keeping on the back of Dan, isn't he? But then again, he is on the medium tyres, so it's not enough to be keeping on the back of him. You need to be passing him, otherwise you're going to be in trouble later in the race. And he probably knows that as well. He probably checked out the tyres as he walked down the pit, down the grid. Oh, he's right on the back here. There's a bit of a train forming, as it's the Vane train. It's not the Vane train, it's the Hoyland train. Destination Denmark. Let's see, is Vane going to try and do him on the brakes? Oh, he's going for it, he's going for it, he's going for it. He's going to make the apex, he's wide, he's wide. No, he's not made it, and there's Ninki in the background, also forgetting where the hairpin is. I tell you what's probably happening with Ninki, I'm just going to guess. The braking point for the hairpin in these cars is much earlier than in the GR4s, because these cars are going that much faster for the corner. Let's see, well defended. Oh no, Vane getting a bit of a tap from Dan backing out. So that brings Carlsberg back onto the back of Dan as well. But the problem here with the hard tyres, with the medium tyres, is that you can't use the potential of them when you're in traffic like this, which is why it's such a gutsy decision to be on the mediums like Carlsberg is. He has to be cutting through the pack and cutting through the battles, because this is wasting the potential and the fuel that he has. Dan getting very slidey there. Really struggling as we go through Schlut. If you're just joining us and you haven't seen the previous video, I didn't just swear. Schlut is German for drop or cutting. It's the term for a valley heading into a river. It's a Schlut. So there you go. Look at this, Carlsberg. He's going to have a look at Dan. It's not often Dan's overtaken, and today's no different. He thinks better of it. He just gathers it up on the inside, and actually further back I can see, I was about to say Smith has caught Lebillion. I could see it just on the radar there. So what's he going to do? Oh, he's a long way back, but he's not going for the overtake. It's just Lebillion missing his braking point there, and then Smith, Smurfy, getting his way back up into 7th place. He had a bad first lap, didn't he? We've got some more action. We'll watch it here. So Vane has managed to get himself in front of Hoyland before the braking zone, but Hoyland brakes late. Good defending there from Hoyland. Dan can't do anything to capitalise, but now he's going to try and have a go up the overview, the view, or whatever I'm going to call that corner. As we go through Forest Hollow here, Dan now, he's going to try and get up the inside into Forest Hollow too. Oh, can he just do it? He's going to have more, he's going to run out of track because the track switches back to the left. Now Carlsberg has a chance. He's having to attack and defend at the same time. His windscreen is full of one car, his view mirror is full of another. Look at this. This is where you want to be. Sat in the middle of Dan's helmet. He's going to try and do him here, isn't he? I think. Can he get him though? So, he could, you know what, Vane could get boxed in here if he's not careful. Vane going for a late move, too late Vane, too late. He was way too late on the brakes there, too tight to the inside, and that has just gifted the place. It was a nice try, but yes, you can't do the Daniel Ricciardo on the brakes there. Gran Turismo doesn't work that way. Unless you're Danny Rick, of course. So, anyway, he stamped it, licked it, and then it got lost in the post. That's what happened there. As Dan now just having a look at Hoyland, and look how far Rufus is in front, by the way. So Rufus on those mediums, able to pull away, whilst Hoyland holds everyone up. But I mean that in a good way. Hoyland defending extremely well here. And when he goes onto the medium tyres, he's got a really good shot of a good result here. He's taking the pain early, is Hoyland, and annoying everyone, and that's exactly what he needs to be doing, is just stopping anyone from blocking. He's been really late on the brakes, but he's been making the turns. He's not gone on at the hairpin or anything like that. He's driving really well. But I think he's about to get a lesson from the master. I expect Dan here to know exactly where to brake and exactly what to do. Let's take a look. And yes, exactly right on the brakes. And he's just managing to gather it up on the exit as well, which stops Hoyland from getting a cutback. Is he going to try and pit? No. Maybe he was just trying to do a dummy there or something. Anyway, as we go through Forest Flyer, now look at this though. This is the problem, is that Hoyland now has got the toe, and he's going to have the inside into the hook, but he's not as late on the brakes as Dan. Dan has got that braking point absolutely nailed. That's the difference, my friend, between a championship contender and someone who is more in the midfield. Dan just is so clinical on the brakes there, setting the standard. And Carlsberg with a penalty, that's going to be really tough. He must have been off the track. Let's see what is happening further back though, because I can see so Labillion is keeping Smith for company here. Smith not pulling away. But a bit of a gap then up to Ninky. Ninky just always seems to have a quiet race. He's never near anyone on track, is he? So here he is. I'm giving you your 15 seconds of fame, my friend. And we're going to watch you take a penalty. It's a pen. What kind of pen? A fountain or a biro? No, it's a penalty. That's what it is. And it is the end of the season, so the jokes obviously do get pretty crap as we watch Vane knock the crap out of Carlsberg. How's Carlsberg managed to take a penalty and still come out of that in front of Vane? I have no idea. Superman defending there. They were just knocking the living crap out of each other there, weren't they? So anyway, Carlsberg goes on another day, Ninky becoming the first person to go into the pit lane. His final pit stop of the season. Let's hope he remembers to press all the buttons to make the people dance. Need to make them change the tyres and put the fuel in, otherwise they'll just stand there like melons. Gran Turismo's a bit stupid sometimes. Let's see now. Carlsberg he's got clear air and he's got medium tyres. Has he got enough fuel? He's got half a tank of fuel. You know what? The fuel on this must be wrong. Either that or he's fuel saving really well. Oh, he's fuel saving really well. Look at that. Hoyland versus Carlsberg. Carlsberg. Great strategy, mate. This is brilliant. He must have been short shifting or using fuel map whilst he was in the traffic. That's what he must have been doing, because he has got legitimately almost a quarter of a tank more than Hoyland. then everyone. Now this is interesting. Carlsberg could be onto something here. Let's see what happens. He's obviously then going to be able to go much further in the race. I could swear Hoyland just teleported in front of me. Not sure. But Smith is just holding off Labillion. So nice to see that Labillion has got some company. We don't want people just to be left out at the back. So he is having a race with someone. Always good to see. Meanwhile, so now Dan is past Hoyland. He's obviously he's not set the fastest lap. So the fastest lap still belongs to Rufus. But well, Dan's only half a second behind, and he's on the hard tyres. Let's see how Dan tackles this technical, challenging middle sector, and very precise driving there. You've just got to be so apprehensive with the throttle through there as we go through Schlut, and you know, great throttle control, nice and smooth. Brake and trail brake, and just so late on the accelerator there. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. That's as early as you can get on the accelerator. Dan appears to have dropped the controller. Either that or his partner has thrown something at his head. But he had a violent swerve there. Who knows? Who knows what happened? But he likes to keep us on our toes, and we didn't miss it. We're here to call these things out. That's what we do as a commentator. Hoyland lighting it up there. And now it's Carlsberg on Hoyland here. So he did a 1:29.8 last lap. So he's not matching the lap times of Dan, is he? But he has held on to the fuel quite nicely here. This is such an interesting strategy from Carlsberg. Vane, Smith and Labillion all pit for the final time this season. Hoyland getting all out of shape, and this is going to bring Carlsberg right onto him. It's not normally an overtaking opportunity through the overview, but he gets it. Nicely done. He's holding his line as well. He's not got distracted. It can break your rhythm sometimes when you overtake through there. It's not just not breaking his rhythm, but he's matching his personal best there as well, near enough. Yeah, let's see what happens. He's the underdog here because Dan will be on the medium tyres for the second stint, but he's played quite an interesting hand, has Carlsberg, being able to stay out. I mean, look at this. It's Simi Dan. I said there'd be about 10 laps of fuel, and there is 10 laps of fuel. I think he might just make it 11. I think they're all going to make it round to a lap 11. They've all been well behaved on the fuel. Rufus out in the front, followed by Dan. Wow, listen to those pops on that exhaust. That is proper Rotherham massive. Those bangs and those pops. Is there any action going on? Well, we've got two racers here now because Vane's pitted as well. Vane on the mediums is a threat now to some of these guys. If he's putting in the lap time here, he could undercut Hoyland at least. So Hoyland and Dan both pit. Gran Turismo doesn't recognise both cars are in the pit lane for some reason. There they are. You can't see them both. But here we go. Dan refilling. The mechanics just standing there like statues. Oh yeah, just watching the car. And there we go. He doesn't even take a full tank of fuel. He doesn't need it. Hoyland, on the other hand, taking a bit more fuel on board there, but still, I think he knows what he's doing. Nice, easy pit exit there. Very hard to get a pit penalty. You'd have to be pretty dumb to get a pit penalty there. And now, so I said Vane might have Hoyland here. Not quite, but he's close. He is close. So this will be the battle, I think, that we need to stick with here as we go through the Forest Hollow. And through Hollow 2 we go, well, it's finally happened. I'm lost for words. I don't know what to say. It's been 11 laps of this race in the last race of the season, and finally I've run out of things to say, but Vane gives me something to talk about there. He teleported around the corner, engaged the warp drive, hit 88 miles an hour, and went back in time. but it's all just lag. It's all just internet lag there. He's back where he should be. Yeah, it can happen. It's not the worst lag I've ever seen. I've seen someone teleport to the other side of the track once. But let's see then, can Vane now put Hoyland under any pressure? Meanwhile, Rufus has come out of the pits, and he's come out of the pits a long way in front of Dan. So now this is interesting. Dan has got some hunting to do here. Rufus was able to get clear track and put in some super lap times as well. What's his lap times like? Very consistent, all within a couple of tenths of each other. 128.9, 129.1, 129.2, 129.3. Very consistent, not making any mistakes was Rufus. So now he just has to keep his nose clean, because Carlsberg's our dark horse. Carlsberg will be pitting and not putting as much fuel in as anyone else. Now he needs to take a close eye on his lap times here. I can see that he's dropped 4 tenths already, and I think he's already decided he's going to pit, judging by his line. Yes, he is coming in. So nice wide pit entrance. Oh, he did touch the line there. Is that a bit careless? Is that going to really screw him and ruin his day? Well, we'll have to find out. Well, let's not watch them. Let's go on board with Dan and see where Carlsberg emerges with respect to Dan, because I think Rufus is going to be too far ahead. But can he cut? Well, no, he's not going to come out in front of Dan anyway. That would have been a tall order there. But he's out into third place, I think. I was going to say he's teleported. Yeah, Gran Turismo does put you at the end of the pit lane when you exit the pits. So he's not that far behind Dan here. But Dan now has got the medium tyres, so I think that's game over for Carlsberg. We'll have to see. Unless Dan makes a mistake, but he's on the medium tyres. Those will feel so nice after you've done laps on the hard. But Dan not taking advantage of them. Only 85 hundredths faster than his personal best. So he's not quite got the most out of them yet. Lap time wise, let's just have a look at what people are doing. So League 1 were in the 127s, by the way. So a full second clear of this time. Of course it's League 1, the standard obviously in League 1 higher. Just thought I'd give that tidbit of information. I think it was a 127.4 that we saw in the race there from Osman. Vane has managed to get past Hoyland, so I want to go back and see that, because not much is happening in this race. Here he is, still in front. There was some big action and I missed it. Oh, fire me. Right, so we've got 2 overtakes. We've got this one, and then we'll look in our rear view mirror to catch the other one. Oh, the billion, forgetting there's a turn there. There's a turn there. It was being there every lap, but and then Smith getting a bit of a wiggle on in the background as well. But look at this though. Smith has got an opportunity here to get Hoyland. Oh, but not driving like that. Very slidey, and I think his pants are a bit full after that. He's driving awkwardly, like something did come out just then. You know what? He's slowing down, I think, to let Lebillion back. Is he? Or has he just lost his rhythm? I think he's just lost his rhythm. I thought for a second then he was going to let let Lebillion through, but nope, no can do. Anyway, we were slagging off Dan, weren't we? We were saying how his lap times were. We were saying his lap times weren't quick enough because he was matching his hard lap times. That's what we was doing. I'm sure he'll get the performance out of them. Let's have a look. Oh no, not matching his hard lap times. Oh well, let's see. It could be the fuel load. He has refueled, so he is a bit heavier than he was. I always like to say to people, that I'm not slow, I'm just overweight. Well, it is a thing. Let's go back on the map though, because I can see here Vane and Hoyland very close to each other. No, nothing going on. It's a bit like the contents of my brain. Nothing going on. Empty inside, like my Valentine's Day card. Anyway, Carlsberg, as I predicted, can't really match the lap times of Dan. Even though Dan's not quite found his rhythm yet on these mediums, but now Dan really doesn't have many laps here. I'm favouring Rufus to win this. So what's he doing? 130s. Oh, but Rufus getting all out of shape there. Keep your head, my son, and all will be good. If you start doing that every lap, then Dan will come for you. He doesn't take no prisoners, does Dan, but this is your chance to deny him a win, and it's the last race of the season, so Rufus, this is your chance. 130.1 for Rufus, and meanwhile we've got Dan. He is about to set a 129.2, so he's still not matching Rufus's medium lap times though, so I wonder what's going on there. Let's see if we can go on board and just see whether he's leaving anything on the table here. Well, yeah, pretty decent through there. Oh, he's way wide there though, way wide there. And then that compromises him getting on the accelerator there as well. Nice to the, oh, too much to the inside, and he's sliding, losing lap time there as well. Yeah, so very raggedy here, but Dan does play on a controller pad, so let's not take anything away from him. It is very difficult on a pad. I dare say I couldn't really hold on to a pad through those corners myself. And meanwhile, we've got Vane in 5th place, has pulled away from Hoyland, so we'll not focus on that battle. We need to think of something to talk about here though. Let's follow Rufus. I mean, let's not, because if I was watching my own stream, I'd be ranting if I said that. I'd be like, why follow Rufus? It's just going down a straight. Alright, so we'll try and find something more worth watching, but everyone's going down a straight at the moment. You know, I just don't like when I watch commentary if we just stare at a car going down a straight. There's not much happening, but to be fair, everyone's doing it. Everyone's on the straights. Oh, Dan takes the fastest lap. So, that is the first step towards catching Rufus, but the gap, gaining a second. Let's freeze it here. So 20... Oh, hang on. Let's not freeze it there. So 29.2, 21.2. So they are 8 seconds apart. And he's only got 3 laps, so I don't think he's going to do it unless Rufus makes a mistake. Rufus just needs to manage his pace here and not do anything silly. Don't go getting any penalties or anything like that. But his lap times have been really consistent as well. Look at this, 130.1, 130.1, 129.7. He's putting the laps in, is Rufus. And it looks like for the first time in a long time, Dan is a little bit wayward. He is setting purple sectors now, so he's got himself together. He's had a word with himself and said, come on Dan, you can do this. But I don't think he can. I think he is going to be a lap short, I'm afraid, but let's see. Carlsberg holding steady in 3rd place. Big gap back to Ninky in 4th. Shout out to Ninky though, under the radar. No one really saw how he got into 4th, but he has. It's just strategy, isn't it? It's just where he's come out of the pits. And then Vane in 5th. And a big shout out to Vane as well, by the way. So, Vane, a little story about Vane from my perspective, the Tesco's perspective. We've raced together in the Super Formula season, and Vane was very much struggling in that. I know he's on a control pad, and he's really impressed me with his driving in these few races that he's taken part in. I think if this guy had a wheel, he'd definitely be up there. So just an advert here for Fanatec. Go buy a Fanatec. Go buy my broken TGT that almost cost me my championship. Go buy it. It's yours for £5. Oh, and Ninky's been in the barrier, not getting the deposit back on his car, is he? Let's see, so 130.1 again for Rufus. Look at that consistency. There's 3 laps there separated by hundredths of a second. If we know we're at lap 15, where he just found even more time, this is good driving here from Rufus. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. He's entering into the final lap, and he's got acres of space between him and Dan. As we see the white flag, we enter the final lap of Ultimate Racing League Saturday season. It has been a joy commentating on these guys, and I'm really glad I did it. And I'm looking forward to seeing these guys on track myself. I look forward to some duels with Dan. Dan, just for the record, your record against me currently sits at 1-0 in your favour, and I'm going to have to do something about that, my friend. Yes, the only time we've raced together was a friendly at Monza in the Friday open lobbies. So, yes, I'm going to have to come back at you. But it looks like we've got a bit of a fight coming through the back here. So we've got Hoyland holding off Smith. So let's have a look. Let's follow this as our last battle of URL goes the way of Smith and Hoyland. And Smith struggling to get on the accelerator there. Hoyland pulling clear. So I think unless there's a mistake from Hoyland, he should be safe. I don't think he's going to get him in the tow here. No, he should be safe there as long as he makes the hairpin. Let's cheer on our race winner, actually I think he's won one earlier in the season, hasn't he? Didn't he win? Oh, he goes across the line backwards. Naughty, but you're the host and you've earned it, mate. I can see how happy he is. He doesn't have to give the car back, so he just slams it into the barrier over the line. It's me Dan comes second but wins the championship. Big shout out to Dan, well done. Look forward to seeing you with the big boys next season. And then Colsberg bringing up the podium in third place. Ninky fourth, holding off Vane across the line. Hoyland holds off Smith, and Labillion just not quite getting it together again. But hey, there's a few weeks off now, and I'm more than happy to give any advice if you want any. And we'll get you up there, get you onto the back of these battles, my friend. So there we go. Take a deep breath. Look outside, look out of the windows. There's a world out there, a big wide world. Go enjoy it. Go have a few weeks off from URL. I'm going to give my voice a rest, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to try and find myself a girlfriend. That's what I'm going to try and do. It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to doing more commentary. Give me some suggestions on what I should commentate on next, and I'll go and do it. Thanks everyone for watching. Remember, reward me with a like and a subscribe. Every little helps. Signing off for the last time this season is Panic at the Tesco. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you in the next season. Good night.